And now our next inductee.
Susan O'Donnell's 40-year radio career began in Oklahoma at KTJS, where she did fill-in air shifts during the weekends and later became the station's creative director. She also worked in the news department, which prepared her for a news anchor position at KFAB in Omaha. Susan came to Houston for a job at KSBJ as development director. She later served as news director and program director while co-hosting the morning show for almost 20 years. In 2013, Susan was named program director at KVNE in Tyler, where she worked until 2019. Prior to her passing, Susan was the program director and morning show host at KJIC in Houston. Please join the Texas Radio Hall of Fame in welcoming Susan O'Donnell.
Susan's award will be accepted by her daughter, Megan Eichard.
Good morning. I am actually Sarah Beth Ford. My sister, Megan Eichard, and I are honored to be here accepting this award on behalf of our mother, Susan O'Donnell. Thank you to the Texas Radio Hall of Fame, Doug Harris, and the board for this honor, and congratulations to all of the 2025 inductees. Thank you also to her dear friends, Bill Ingram and Pam Kelly, fellow Hall of Famers, for nominating her for the honor. Our mom was an absolute force in a time when women in radio were rare. In fact, her very first on-air shift with Hall of Famer Buddy Holliday started with him telling her, I've never been on the air with a woman before. And her response was, well, Buddy, this is going to be good for you. I think everyone who worked with her can say that working with her was, in fact, good for you. Whether you were a board member, CEO, volunteer, colleague, mentee, or listener, time spent with her was definitely good for you. She had a gift for engaging you with conversations that would have you falling over in laughter, only to very quickly help set your feet firm with wisdom and encouragement that left you deep in thought and full of purpose. With a career spanning nearly 4 decades, she was known by many names: Susie O, Susie K in the country, Long Nights with Susan, and the incomparable Susan O'Donnell. Her on-air antics were legendary, though, not always wise. Climbing in pits with rattlesnakes, going outside braving hurricanes to test the flight pattern of M&Ms as they threw them up in extreme wind conditions, and ignoring her propensity toward extreme motion sickness to ride in trick planes and air shows. All were definitely memorable and made for great radio. Her voice delivered hope in dark times, such as the local hurricane aftermath in Houston, and the uncertainty and darkness after the attacks on September 11th, where she stayed on the air nearly 24 hours, grounding her listeners and delivering information. Her ability to identify Becky, the demographic of her target audience, was simply for her connecting with listeners in a way that defied explanation, making it personal for her listeners because it was personal for her. She led panels of bad women of radio and continued to mentor up-and-coming women in the industry, even after retirement. Daily, both on and off the air, she reminded people of their value and reminded them that they were loved. It seems quite fitting today that we recognize her value in the broadcasting industry and celebrate our love for her. Today realizes her dream of being recognized alongside her friends Bill Ingram and Buddy Holliday in the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. And it is with great joy, honor, and pride that my sister and I accept this award on her behalf. Thank you.